Hello everyone, and welcome back to this Mass Effect Let's Play. We'll be doing episode 2 today, at which point we're actually going to be picking up at Lazarus Station and fighting our way through wave after wave of hostile mechs. It has been a while since I actually did any recording. My last attempt at getting through episode 2, I had finished it and was in the middle of talking with the elusive man when I realized that while I had
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip. It's a med bay. Shield yourself from the blast.
while I had recorded all of my audio properly, I forgot to hit record on the video, and then I got really angry. So I'm sure this probably doesn't surprise anyone. As I mentioned before, this is actually my first time really playing a kind of standard WASD computer game. I'm no stranger to League of Legends, but it does use a very different control scheme, so this is something it's going to take a little getting used to. But I'll be okay. How are you still alive? You have no health or arms. In today's episode, there are a few things that I'm going to cover. Specifically, I'm going to kind of go in depth into my armor picks when that time comes. Although we do have a while to go before that is a thing.
Can't reach the target.
What do you mean you can't reach the target? Target's right there. Where you going, buddy?
Backup systems engaged.
Where you going?
System failing.
Completely unnecessary, but I did it. The one thing that I did notice that I was a little lacking in is the ability to properly control my squad mates without having to go into the menu. I don't know if those hotkeys are still a thing on the PC version, whereas you can just hit, left and right on the D-pad on the console editions, which that's where I came from. Yeah, unfortunately, neither can your employees, Miranda. They're not doing a great job of that.
Here come the mechs. Use the
Boom! Wow, I missed. That's just pathetic. There we go. I love how that's supposed to take you one shot, and it took me 3. I suck.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run!
Such hot.
You're doing Femshep. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you.
Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Yes, you do, Miranda. Yes, you do. See, that's where I came from. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one that just is not a fan of Miranda for the first part of the game. I mean, she is... What the hell? Oh, shit! Bad guys. How do I melee? Oh, there we go. Go! Go forward, Shepard. God damn it. I totally lost my train of thought. But in the early stages of the game, Miranda is very cold and distant, which is kind of understandable, but at the same time, she's also very... I don't know how to describe it. Combative, to the point of insubordinate, you know? Flat out tells you, fuck off, Shepard, I don't like you. But hey, it's whatever.
Clock update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over $4 billion
That's my chest.
so far. But nobody seems
Those
to
my
care
lungs?
that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all this money. Maybe
Those look
it's
awfully
better
small
not
to
to
be
know.
lungs.
I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
What's this? Yeah, it's probably lungs. In the next section, we will meet our first squad mates. Hey, look. You're that guy. Maybe I could have helped you if you hadn't started clutching your chest. Or if I, cared.
I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
Also, be aware, I have actually kind of planned out what I want to do with this. I know which squad mates I'm going to be taking. That whole thing. Shepard, what the hell? I am kind of bothered by the fact that eye color doesn't really come through here. It looks like they're blue, but they're supposed to be green.
Look, pal, I don't know where I am or how I got here. Plus, my head feels like an overripe melon ready to split open. How about you fill me in a little?
Damn. Yeah, I forgot this is all new to you. Sorry about that.
That's right,
I'm
you
Jacob
are
Taylor.
sorry, Jacob
I've been
Taylor.
stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in.
What's that supposed to
We better
mean?
get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
That's
Wow, that's pretty
I'm in
heavy.
trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And
Those
if we don't
mechs
get
have
to those
really
shuttles,
bad aim.
they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips.
Sounds fair.
But I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
My favorite thing with this is to just,
Sure thing.
have him biotic them over ledges. Yeah, I really don't like that you can't keybind these. That's kind of silly.
Just give the order, and I'll hit them with the biotic power.
I just did order, you fool!
I'll put them down.
Move your mouse over the pull power. Left mouse, use pull. That's not really helpful, because I want to key it up
Falling back.
so that I can just press a single button for that.
Excuse me.
Yeah, see, this is not very helpful.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
Well, the first thing I want to know is why all of your teeth are exactly the same size. But that's just me.
What's your job here?
Depends
What do you
on
do?
who you ask. Technically, I'm
What's with your
Miranda's top lieutenant.
Gigantic eyebrows
But I'm
as
just
well.
a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than
Sorry,
this.
but
Normally I
I
don't fire my gun
always
unless it's
wondered.
target practice.
That teeth thing really bothers me.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the
I should note
Lazarus team.
that this
It was
particular
her job
shepherd
to bring you back to life,
is
no matter what.
not actually
Should have guessed
white.
she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now.
Ethnicity really
You
doesn't
said you
matter
lost
in the Mass
contact.
Effect universe,
Could you
but
tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire
it
and an
is
explosion
slightly
right before I lost
off-white.
her.
She knows how to take care of herself.
I
hope
don't know.
she's okay.
You look at the same characters, a million times through different playthroughs and everything, and you want a little variety sometimes. In this case, Shepard's skin tone is slightly lighter than my own. Not that that really matters.
Do you
Let's
know
talk
anything
about the
this
attack on the station.
Who's behind it? What they're after?
Damned if I know.
I say slightly.
I was getting ready for
It's
some
maybe two
shut-eye.
shades lighter than
Bam.
mine.
Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job.
An
You
inside
need top
job.
security access to hack all the mechs.
It sounds like a heavy risk, Jacob.
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no
Where the hell
doctor,
did they
but
get a
it
set of
was bad.
N7 armor as
When
well?
I first saw you,
You
you
know
were
they
nothing
stole
but
that
meat
shit.
and tubes. Anywhere else,
Yeah.
they'd have put you in a coffin.
Me too.
Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Wow.
What do you
A lot
mean,
of money.
cloning?
4 billion.
Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were.
Wink,
You're still you.
wink.
You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Nobody mentions Rex or Garrus. Just Liara and Tali. I like how he doesn't even know Tali's name.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance.
Additionally, I do want to point out, I did go ahead and spend some of that downtime
They were my team.
editing the
They
save
knew
for this
I was
particular
alive,
game,
they'd come back.
which I basically just
Maybe
hit
you can track them down after we get off the
a
station.
number of the
If we get off the station.
flags as far as completed quests, things like that went for Mass Effect 1. So you will see things like, mention of things that did happen in the first game. You'll see. You'll see. Let's get the hell out of
What's
here.
the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if
Check,
we...
check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there?
As a matter of fact, now that we have Wilson on the line, there is
This is
also,
I'm here with
for those of you
Commander
that are
Shepard.
interested, there is
Just
an
took out a wave of
exploit
mechs over in
coming up
D-Wing.
Shepard's alive?
where you can pick up
Never mind. You need to
Infinite
get her out of
Paragon
there.
or
Get
Renegade
to the
points,
service tunnels and head for the
depending on
network
which way you
control
want
room.
to go, which
Roger
I
that,
will go
Wilson.
into a little more
Stay on
detail
this
with.
frequency.
Regarding, rather. Who the hell's
I
that?
remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to
Wilson.
Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Isn't he the neighbor from Home Improvement? Whoops. Wrong key. Shh, fuck your doors. Can't control Shepard. Can't cage me.
Seen us.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with me.
The whole station is
See, there we go. Now you want to finally let me key that up. Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to aiming like this.
my shields!
Wilson, find us another route out of here.
It's also kind of unfortunate that I don't have my shotgun yet.
Just keep moving toward the control room. Don't get pinned down. I'll see what I can do. Oh god. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh god.
I could help you, but I don't want
They
to.
shot me!
Sorry, Steve Blum, but you don't get out that easily. It's time for you to die.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions.
But yes, as I mentioned, I've already figured out, what squad I want to go with. I've got a pretty good idea of what type of armor I'll be using. Based on the fact that I've already done this part and managed to just completely screw up the recording, I do also know what my color scheme is going to be as far as my armor goes, so that won't take but a short moment.
Down here!
Who are you? Can I shoot you? No. Well, no. Bullets go through you somehow.
Bastards got me in the leg!
Hey, I remember you.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah.
That was me.
I don't trust your face or your stupid
We'll
bald
talk
head.
about this after we fix my leg.
Should be some
I don't
medic
like you.
gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the
Seriously,
medic
though,
gel
you
from
can-
the first aid station on the wall.
Very clearly tell that he is a bad guy.
Wilson's hurt.
I don't care if Wilson's hurt. I'm ready to hurt him myself.
Never thought you'd say
You're gonna say you don't see any blood.
Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was
See,
shot.
you're giving up. You're giving
How
up.
do you explain that?
You're giving up way too much information. You're like, oh well, this is what I was doing, which is okay, but you know, then you're like, weren't you listening? Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that? Like we're already accusing you. That's called a guilty conscience.
I don't care who set up who. Those mechs are shooting at all of us. We'll sort it out later.
Yeah,
we need to
you
find
tell him,
Miranda
Shepard.
first. We can't just leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Maybe.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
This project was Miranda's baby. She'd never sabotage it.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... We can overload
Seriously,
the
though, this
canisters
guy
to
is
clear a path
clearly a
for the
dick.
shuttles. That's
Like-
it. Let's get out of here.
Unquestionably, you can tell he's bad.
Okay, we took him down.
He is the evil.
But this is getting
Um,
tense.
Right
Shepard, if I
here
tell you who we work for,
is where your
Trust me.
infinite point
This really
glitch
isn't the
comes
time,
in.
Jacob.
we won't make
um,
it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Dun 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 dun.
You told me you were with the Alliance. I don't like being played for a sucker.
I didn't lie to you, Commander. I was with the Alliance before I joined Cerberus. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what.
That's very admirable.
Once we're off the station, I'll
Yeah,
take you to the
admirable
elusive
of
man.
you, Jacob.
He'll explain everything.
Who the fuck is that?
Elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what his name is. He just needs to answer my questions. All of them.
He spent a lot of money and time bringing you back.
For
sure
the
he'll be more
infinite
than
point
happy to tell you whatever you
exploit,
wanna
what you
know.
would do
It's not
right
much
here
farther to the
is
shuttle bay.
save the game, which I'm actually going to do. Although I'm going to wait for all these notifications to go away. See, you'll notice out of that, by picking the 2 Renegade options, I did get plus 8 Renegade points. So what you would do here is go ahead and save the game, and then you would just reload it. Now when you reload, that entire conversation that we just went through, them talking about, oh, you know, it's the elusive man, this, that, and the other, would actually replay, and you'd have the ability to gain those points again, and then you would just save, lather, rinse, repeat, until you have the points that you want. Oh crap, I forgot about this. I would like to note though that originally when I went through and when I went ahead and edited my save, my plan was to set things up so that it would be as though I were importing a character from the first game. Given that I have, you know, put a few hundred hours into the first game, it seemed like a fair exchange. But in the interest of, holy shit, that looks like me. In the interest of, you know, making things just a little more difficult, it'll be more of a challenge this way. I am actually starting, I can't access my squad points. I am starting at level 1 instead of at 5, which you would do with a level 60 import. What the hell? And this is how you don't survive on insanity. I really need to not do that until I get more comfortable with the control scheme. That was very stupid of me. Surprised I didn't die.
Excuse me.
Who the hell?
Remote attack detected.
Nope. Glad I did not do that.
Excuse me. Requesting assistance.
Grab one. Charge
Can't reach the
the
target.
other.
Critical system damage.
Can't get a lock.
Requesting assistance.
How are you not getting a lock on that? He's right there.
Careful.
Damn it. That's just obnoxious. I'll probably be okay.
Warning. Hostile forces is having a
Yeah, that's obnoxious. Oh, biotic charge. You were trying to piss me off today.
Recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal
It's
injuries
also my
from the
opinion, actually, that
explosion,
Mass Effect
subject
3,
has suffered significant cellular
overall,
breakdown due to long-term
even on
exposure to
Insanity,
factory
so much
process
easier than
activities.
Mass Effect 2.
Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Okay. Oops. There we go. Yeah, this is gonna take some getting used to. This part is actually much simpler. Even though they did actually add a new set of symbols for you to mess around with. The fact that you've got mouse control over it makes it much quicker. So that part is actually kind of neat. I would like to note that I don't actually have all of the DLC for this. I decided to go ahead and pick up everything that I wanted, and then just kind of leave the rest. Let's mark all of these as viewed. Save the game. Which I think the only things I left out were some of the kind of non-essential. The one thing that comes to mind is the Inferno armor. But I do have
Come on, through here.
basically
We're almost at
everything else.
Miranda.
What's up, Miranda? Hey, you're dead.
Dead?
I really dislike this
What
part.
the hell are you doing?
Miranda is just too
My job. Wilson betrayed
glib.
Soul.
She's trying to be too jokery, and I don't like that.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you.
How
get
is it too
killed
risky
now.
to hit him
You
over the
really
back of the
think
head with
Wilson's
a pistol?
capable of that?
Knock him out.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've
One
known
thing
Wilson
that's always
for
bothered
years.
me is the disconnect
you're
between
I'm never wrong.
the face of Yvonne
thought we'd have learned
Strahovski
that by
and the
now,
one of
Jacob.
Miranda. Like, they do a really good job with most of the others. Like Male Shepherd. It looks just like his model. Not so much Miranda. At all. Or Samara, who looks just... It's eerie. It's like they just took a picture of her and animated it. Made it move. Or made its face move around. You know what I'm saying. Shut up. I did know he
I
was
had a
lying.
feeling Wilson was just looking for a chance to shoot me in the back.
Good instincts.
Of course
Some
it's
people are
good
far too
instincts.
trusting to ever see that coming.
I'm pretty
Come on,
smart. I
let's
mean,
grab this shuttle
I've
and get
shaved.
outta here. My
I've
boss
shaved
wants to
the
speak to
entire
you.
You
galaxy
mean the elusive
once
man?
before. I
know
cut
you work
all
for
of the hair.
Cerberus.
I took it all away.
Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Jacob.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
I
Since
agree,
we're getting
Jacob.
everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
See, I don't like your tone, Miranda. Where the hell were you at?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life, Wilson figured out I was helping you when he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
I think if I asked Wilson, he wouldn't answer me.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving
I do
is
kind of
you.
wish that I
Everyone
had
else
some
is
skill at
expendable.
modding
She's
with
right.
the whole,
We all knew the risks
with
when we
you know,
signed up.
text mod. And
Without you, there's no
things
point to
like
any
that.
of this.
as it is, I've just got high graphical settings, which I think I actually might change that, see if I can improve them at all. Where the hell are
Where
we
are
going?
we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
What if I don't
Sure,
want to go?
Trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
I could just as easily kill both of you and then, you know, bounce. Keep that in mind.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He
Maybe
poured
I'll ask
virtually
you
unlimited
and you'll
resources
answer my
into
goddamn
Lazarus.
question.
Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Obviously. You're his right-hand woman. I'm pretty sure you know the answer. Don't fuck with me.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
No, not 2 in my case. I've only been here once in my lifetime. See, she's got that Joker glibness. She's just not, you know, funny.
Before you meet
Unfortunately.
with the elusive man,
What's up with my
you need to
makeup,
ask
though?
a few questions
I
to
noticed
evaluate
before in
your
this scene
condition.
that
Come
maybe
on,
it's just the
Miranda,
shadows
no
and
tests.
everything, but
Shepard took
it
down
just
those
looks like
mechs without
my
any
Shepard
trouble.
has been punched
That has
in
to
the.
be good enough.
She
It's
looks like
been
she
2
just has a
years
couple of
since
black
the attack.
eyes.
The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12
Such
days.
long.
And you were on an
Very
operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done.
God
Start
damn
with
it.
personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when slavers hit Mindor.
Oh, turn that
You
off.
enlisted
in
and
the
won a
future.
medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied
You notice how his
Miranda.
facial hair
Almost.
suddenly got.
Let's try
Thicker.
something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Unfortunately, the real answer is not a selectable option, so I will go ahead and potentially piss off maybe more 50% or more of people who are watching this by saying I left Kate behind because I just don't like him. I find him to be kind of dull and uninteresting. His personality seems very wooden to me. He's just kind of there. I have done as a matter of fact, my initial Vanguard run I did with Caden being the one that was alive. And he's kind of boring. He's kind of there. I do like Ashley's character development, and maybe not everything about her, but I find her to be a really interesting character, as opposed to Caden, who his whole backstory is, hey, I was a young biotic, I killed a guy because I was in love with someone, and he was going to hurt her, and now I just follow orders. And I think that you're in love with me after approximately 2 conversations. And I talk like this, Commander. You know. And then you get to Mass Effect 3 and it's all bacon and beer and it's a
Being in command means that sometimes you give orders knowing that your people are gonna die.
I did not mean to pick that
Can't
one.
affect your decisions. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander, and I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility
His eyes
had
look
to be
bigger.
destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Elusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
Damn straight. I don't think this is Chronos Station. Isn't this, goodness gracious, what is the name of this thing? Minuteman.
The Elusive
That's the
Man
name of
is
this place.
waiting for you in
Minuteman
the other
Station.
room.
Hanged. However, this is not the actual, you know, base.
I wouldn't keep the Elusive Man waiting.
This isn't the one orbiting that really cool star. Hey, who are you? Come out here and fight me. Don't stare at me. I'll punch you in the face. What up, Miranda?
The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Don't care. Right. So, as far as the armor goes, I did mention this before, but obviously I didn't hit record. Personally, a part of what I do is I do outfit my shepherds for, I do like them to look good. I'll just be straight with you there. I know it may sound kind of silly, but hey, if you're going to save the galaxy, why not do it in style, you know? At the same time, there we go. At the same time, one of the other things that I really enjoy is I have a thing with being able to see my shepherd's face. This is why you'll see that I won't be using any of the set pieces of armor or any kind of helmet during the game. Usually I will equip a helmet when I'm playing as male shepherd because it's a weird thing, but Jennifer Hale's voice is really good. She does a fantastic job of voice acting in this game. Mark Meer, He has some parts of Mass Effect 2 and a good deal of Mass Effect 3 that are, I mean, his acting is just superb, but for the most part, he is vastly inferior to Jennifer Hale in this regard. So, okay. And the other thing is, with the way that his voice sounds, it doesn't really fit sometimes with your Shepard. You know, based on the, you know, what they look like, whatever. He doesn't sound the way that you would expect Shepard to sound sometimes. And so what I will do is I'll equip some form of helmet. Usually the one that I go with is the recon hood, just because I like the look of it. It looks cool. But beyond the recon hood, anytime I have a Shepard who's not, basically anytime I'm not wearing the recon hood, I just do, in Mass Effect 2, I do no helmet, because I like being able to see facial expressions of my characters. In a way, some of my least favorite missions are anything that involved me wearing, you know, some kind of helmet or something due to, you know, needing to breathe, like the collector vessels, things like that. So I actually roll through with no helmet. Beyond that, what you're really looking for playing as Vanguard is you're going to want, oh, let's move down. The N7 chestplate here increases my power damage by 3%, which isn't bad. Unfortunately, my powers don't really deal that much damage. That's not what the Vanguard class is for. The Vanguard is all about getting in, dealing damage, staying alive. So the things you really would be more likely to focus on would be weapon damage, cooldown reductions, you can charge more often, or shields. With that in mind, we're going to be using the Kestrel sheath, at least for the first part of the game, because it is going to increase, and melee damage as well. It's going to increase all of those things for me. Let's see, N7 shoulder guards. Weapon damage isn't bad, but this increases shields and, again, melee. Arms, right. This one's increasing my health by 3%. However, it's actually subpar as far as the Vanguard goes, because when you're playing as Vanguard, what you're looking to do is, when you're running low, basically, once you're getting either low on your barriers, or once you start taking health damage, you're going to want a biotic charge, which is going to, give you your shields back, your barriers. It's going to restore part of that, give you a bonus. However, all of that is based on your maximum barriers. So the higher you increase that, the more shielding you get. And because of that, you're not going to want to put as much into health, because you're not really going to be taking as much health damage. It's less important. Wow. Is that seriously? Wow. That is a lot of melee bonus damage. What's on for the helmet? I'm curious. No, we don't need that. Anyway, personally though, I do prefer cooldown reduction, as it allows me to use my powers more frequently. I really like to play power heavy classes in Mass Effect 3, and especially in the multiplayer. My whole thing is that I like to spam out powers, and I do run with as close to 200% cooldown, bonus cooldown reduction as possible, and I just spam the shit out of my powers. Anyway, make sure we've got this. I think these are the right yellows. Let me double check. Yes, I believe they are. Yeah, it's this one. There we go. That's our shepherd. It was about this point, I'd actually just started talking to the Elusive Man last time, where I realized that I hadn't pressed record. This time, I can very clearly see that I have. I've got my little green dot in the upper left. For any of you that are interested, I'm actually using the NVIDIA Shadow Play to record this.
Commander Shepard.
It's also worth noting that this
Elusive Man.
I like to play
I
my
thought we'd be
shepherds
meeting
not so
face
much
to
as,
face.
what I would do in a given
Precaution.
situation, and
Not
more
unusual for people who know
kind of create
what
a
you and I
character, give a personality, a little bit of backstory, and then play it the way that someone in their shoes would play it.
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust
With
you.
that in mind,
You need to put your
Shepard was
present feelings
fairly
aside.
Paragon in the first game,
Humanity
with a
is
little
up
bit of
against the
Renegade,
greatest threat of our brief existence.
which
The
I will
Reapers.
explain as we go
Good
along.
to see your memory still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried
Upgrade
to keep
with two
you as
Ds
intact as
for a double
possible.
dose of pimping.
We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire
By the way,
colonies
for those
have
of
been
you out there that are so
Human
inclined,
colonies.
you may
We believe
certainly
that
feel free to
someone
play
working
the
for
Mass Effect 2
Reapers,
drinking game,
just as Saren and Geth
which
ate
basically
Sovereign.
means you take a
You'll
drink
see
every time
yourself.
somebody says the word
You
humanity,
bested all of them.
especially the
That's
Elusive
just
Man.
one reason we chose you.
Humanity.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. They're rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations.
Nobody's
I
paying
don't
attention
know why they've suddenly targeted
hundreds of
humanity.
thousands
Maybe you
of
got their attention
people
with
just
pure
missing. Lol.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity.
Take a
If
drink.
the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key
Take
moment.
another drink.
You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong.
Oh no, she is. I just don't have
I
a better
shuttle ready to take you to
Paragonish
Freedom's
option.
Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. Expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier.
Yeah.
The best. He's never fully trusted.
Bring someone back from the dead one time, and they'll always hold you. They'll
You'll
always
be
hold
just
that over
fine
your head.
with them. For now.
Is this a volunteer job, or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways.
I call
But
bullshit.
First, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Technically, that was Miranda. You just paid for it. Oh, level up. Very elusive. Fun fact: very elusive is possibly my favorite achievement in Mass Effect 2. Just because I like the name. Very elusive. We'll wait for this to go. Super dynamic viewing going on right now. So interesting. Anyways, as I was saying, this particular Shepard, you know, she did live through the Skillian Blitz. She did fight off the Batarians. And yeah. And a big part of the, you know, backstory with that is the whole, you know, you were a colonist and I lost my train of thought. The whole slaver thing. And so this particular Shepard gets really pissed off when people try to take advantage of those who are weaker than themselves. Let's see here. Do we want to do this? How about manage recharge time, Paragon Renegade? Or I could... Yes. That's really tempting. No, we'll go ahead and put one in Assault Mastery because this is actually going to give us... The Paragon Renegade thing isn't going to be super necessary just yet, but the power recharge time and a little bit of extra health and weapon damage is really going to help out a lot, as opposed to charge. Which, while very useful, it's definitely one of the first, if not the very first power you need to max out. In this particular situation, I'm not going to be doing a lot of charging. Those of you that have played, you know, Mass Effect 2 before, you know what I'm talking about. And those that haven't, well, you will see. I'm not actually going to do anything with the Codex. Whatever. This way. Come on, Chip. Let's roll, motherfucker! Let's talk to Miranda and Jacob.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I'm really tempted to say that, but we'll be nice.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
You
I
smile
just
too
hope
much,
it was
Shepard.
worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Irony!
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Thanks, Thelma.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, the elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
I don't think
How old were you?
quite
Old enough
accurate.
to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
That's not how these things work, Miranda, gosh.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Thanks, elusive.
Can't say
You're a
I
real
like
bro.
the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
I like to think that somewhere out there's a Shepard that, after Freedom's Progress, decided just to kind of say, fuck you guys, and, go gallivanting around the galaxy.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
Steals
We've got
Normandy.
an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But
One.
you're still not convinced.
Hell no!
Do you trust me, Commander?
Honestly, the fact that he said, hey, we're Cerberus, he didn't have to tell you all that stuff. I'm gonna say yes.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Jacob's not a bad guy.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed.
You say finally,
Politics,
like it's
bureaucracy, same bullshit.
something we've
different
been waiting
leaders.
for hundreds of years,
Cerberus is different.
when in fact it's been
When
about
colonies go missing,
30.
we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
It's true, though. That is how bureaucracy
That's all for now.
works.
Yes, ma'am.
It's like the worst thing. Blah, 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 blah. Additionally, we are going to do some other things. I do plan on playing this a little bit differently, which I will explain as we go along. Don't
We
want to
should be there
overwhelm
shortly,
people
Shepard.
with too much
The elusive
information.
man put us
too
under your
soon.
command. Do you have any orders?
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear. And we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander.
Miranda
If the elusive
did.
man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Precisely. And the thing is, even if you only manage to find one survivor, they're more likely to be able to give you information, say, oh, hey, this is what happened. This is how I made it out alive, you know, whatever. You're more likely to be successful looking for the people. Fully equipped, new weapons. Such weapon. What is the key binding for the next weapon anyway? Jacob. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put a point in. Wait, what is this one? Oh, yeah. Generally speaking, you do want to go ahead and get some points of people's passive abilities as quickly as possible. In Miranda's case, that's the first ability you're going to want to max out. In this case, Miranda is going to be one of the characters that I'm going to pretty consistently keep in my squad throughout, maybe not the entire game, but most of it. You know, I may need to switch her out as the situation demands it. But overall, because I am playing on Insanity, which I hope that's still a thing. Okay, good. Because I am playing on Insanity, what you're going to see a lot of is that enemies are... obviously, they're going to be tougher, they're going to deal more damage, but on Hardcore and Insanity, enemies all get an extra layer of protection, which most typically is armor. Sometimes, you know, enemies that just have shields, you'll get a set of armor underneath that, or enemies who are simply health-based like husks, they'll gain a layer of armor as well. And so you're going to want to keep squad mates with you that can strip stuff like that off. And in the case of Miranda, you'll notice she's got Overload and Warp, which hits armor, as well as barriers and shields. And her passive is going to give you extra health and weapon damage as a squad, which is incredibly helpful. Unfortunately, her weapon selection kind of sucks, but you know, you roll with punches sometimes. Right, key bindings. That was what I was looking for. What is the weapon swap? Next weapon, last weapon is X. Cool. Alright. For this, let me see here. We want... No! You. Damn it. And a pistol. These are really going to be my main two weapons for a goodly period of time. One of the first things that I do tend to rush for in the game is
I got it.
one of the things that I tend to rush in this game is damn it, how do you damn it, whatever, warm up.
Right there.
Right.
One of the things that I always tend to rush is the game's best, in my opinion, SMG, which is the Locust. And so you'll see me going for that pretty damn quickly. It's going to be one of the first things that I do. It does involve having a piece of DLC.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
And first recruiting one of the DLC squad members, and then you do their loyalty mission, which at lower levels on Insanity can be incredibly difficult. We're gonna go ahead and save.
I'm here.
Right behind you.
Okay, good. mind us. We're just walking around.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
I don't think there's really anything to interact with just yet to get to the next part, other than these spare parts. Oh boy. Let the games begin.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Damn it!
Easy enough?
Miranda, I need you to move the hell out of the way. Because I can't shoot things.
Moving. Activity.
It's worth noting that you actually do deal increased damage to enemies that are affected by pull. Ow! Get the hell out of the thing! Run, Shepard, run! Ow! Fuck. Switches to wrong weapon. First game over. Even though you are playing as a Vanguard and you do have some very, very handy defensive tactics like using charge, you're still going to get just utterly dominated by enemies if you fuck up, basically. So what the hell? Yeah, sorry. Like I said, I'm very used to playing this on a controller, and this is just—it's very different. Being able to turn quickly is kind of a big deal. As you might have noticed. One other thing we want to double check. Well, I guess that's as good as we're gonna get it. Well, whatever. Yeah, I didn't think that would work. It's much easier when you have a couple of levels under your belt. Sadly, I do not.
Hear that? Send the specs.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies.
Yeah, it's not letting me fire around this particular corner.
Sure thing.
That's problematic.
Designed for specialized ammunition.
Right.
With you.
Allied forces were aggressive at
Femshepper.
On my way.
Right with you.
Be right there.
Target down.
Backup systems
Shit.
engaged. Requesting assistance.
Damn. It also doesn't help that I don't have any kind of a bonus power. That's really not doing me any good. And of course the only powers that I actually have at my disposal right now are bum-ba-da-bum, charge, incendiary ammo. Not exactly the most effective powers.
Rerouting power. Critical system damage.
Gotta hurt. Incoming.
Yeah, they will fuck your shit up though if you give them the opportunity.
Shoot them before they take out your shield. Firing now. Not a problem.
Damn. As you can see, this is kind of rough on insanity when you're rolling a level 2 character. Typically at this point, because I do normally play on the Xbox version, I would be coming in at level 6 to this, because I would be starting at 5 and then gaining 1 off of the first mission. And additionally, you also get those just delightful experience boosts from the achievements for beating the game. So
Incoming. On target.
Engaging target.
Come on over. Good thing.
Critical system damage. Rerouting power.
Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
what's that you say? Survivors? I did not mean to fire. Yeah, I did, okay. Don't mind me, I'm just rolling through here, stealing all your shit. It's kind of what we do. True to traditional RPG form, we're literally here to come in and steal everything that isn't nailed down. Including your metagel and your credits. Because hey, you've been kidnapped. What are you gonna do with metagel? Or credits? Can't spend it if you're dead. Or kidnapped, as the case may be. We have no proof just yet that everyone is dead.
We've been spotted.
that's a little more typical of what you can expect from the later game, when you're actually able to strip off protections, biotic charge in, and kill things really quickly. Unfortunately, we are not able to do that at this time. Oh shit, Corian, son!
Stop right there!
Praza, you said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
That's
I'm
my
not
girl,
taking
son!
any chances with Cerberus
Sorry, it's
Put
just
those
Tali is my
weapons down.
favorite character ever in a
Is
thing.
that... You're alive?
Somehow, Tali, yes, I am alive.
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tali. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
Fuck you,
haven't
son.
seen Shepard in action, Praza.
You're a dick.
Trust me, it was money well spent.
You tell him, Tali.
Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means
I
that
love
he was
you, Tali.
unstable. Combine that with damage to
You
his
can't see it, but I've
circular
actually got
screwdrivers and an infection
huge
from
grin
an
on my
open-air
face.
exposure,
I
and
love
he's
her so
likely
much.
delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
One of my friends, when I mentioned that I was going to be doing this playthrough, I said that I was thinking about, editing my saves so that I could romance Tali as a female character, but that I had also considered, various other squad mates. They said that I should go for Tali because my commentary on that is going to be just amazing. So that's what we'll be doing. So get ready to hear unintelligible gibberish at that point.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now
2
we're
teams.
working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
Wow,
That's
you guys
not
are
how I
dicks.
explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Thanks,
Agreed.
Jacob.
We work together to get to Vitor.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Being the
Will
sensible
do.
one on the team.
Good luck,
That's
Shepard.
not how I
Whatever
would have
happens,
phrased it.
It's good to have you back.
And it was nothing personal. Rolling my eyes so hard. Shepard, this particular Shepard is the kind of person who, hey, Tali is her friend. She will do whatever it takes. She likes making her friends happy, you know?
Squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning.
Shit. Oh, right. It's not necessarily a whatever, but basically, Shepard is a very loyalist person.
Sleep mode ended.
Once you've got Shepard's... Once you've got Shepard's trust, you're in. In a manner of speaking. Tali has done nothing to betray her trust, so why the hell not? You know? I feel like I'm missing something here. I know that I'm not, but I feel like I am.
Use overload on them.
Yeah, that's kind of the only way to get through these guys. It's overload. As you can see, I really really dislike.
Easy enough. Not a problem. Understood.
Damn it, Miranda.
One left. There we go.
Yeah, I really dislike the shuriken, FYI. It is by far the worst of the SMGs.
There we go. Yes.
I'm not really an SMG kind of guy.
Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Thanks for
Come
the
on.
warning, Tali.
You can still
See, this is
catch
what I'm talking about. Friends look out for friends. Tali didn't have to tell me that, but she did. God, this is gonna get so rough. We are gonna go ahead and save again. I know you don't like seeing people save all the time, and normally I wouldn't be doing this, but yeah. My experience with things so far tells me we're gonna need to be doing a lot of that. Damn it.
Enemy down.
I'm still trying to figure out how you keybind things
There we
for
go.
the thing.
Engaging target.
I mean, Jacob's works just fine.
Moving to target. Got him.
Here goes. You bet. I'm on it. Ha!
Yeah, see, nothing that I do is
We're inside
binding
the loading
overload to
Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech.
E.
It's tearing Praza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point.
Send your henchmen to waypoints.
Right.
Affirmative.
I don't know if henchman is quite how I would put it.
Take point, Shepard. We'll cover the...
This is what happens when you don't listen to people. We had a plan. You stick to the plan. Dick. Now you're dead. Super dead. Such
That mech's got
die.
heavy armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is going to be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
You tell him, Miranda. Actually, it's not that bad. What the ooh, shit. No! Jacob, get to cover! Generally speaking, what you're playing for this fight involves getting Shepard in here as quickly as possible.
Taking heavy.
Like that. God damn it. that went incredibly poorly. Oh, goodness. That was bad.
Take out that shield. I got it.
Anyways, as I was saying, the important thing is to get Shepard safely in here. And then you can just
Overload deployed.
slowly kill it. Like that. See? Not so bad. There's a lot of blood.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Why come no matter where you destroy that particular mech, the destroyed mech is always back here for some reason?
Oh, it's this.
Yes, Shepard, what is this? And we'll mark it as viewed. One more save. On we go.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
I'm not sure how to trigger Paragon interrupts in this.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming. Storm. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
The fuck is a collector?
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Maybe the elusive man can figure it out.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms
Why
didn't find
indeed?
me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
Thanks, Vitor. You've been
I
helpful.
appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is
I love how she heard that
He
through
needs
the wall.
treatment, not an interrogation.
Door.
We won't hurt
whatever.
him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Tried to betray
Plaza
you.
was an
What the?
idiot, and he
Oh.
and his men paid
Those
for it.
guys.
You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to,
Please,
but
Tally.
I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
Thanks, Tali.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
I appreciate that.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The
Wasn't
Quarians
it?
forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
Yeah, not being an asshole to people is very helpful.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Dick.
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat.
Well, maybe
But
don't
more
be perceived as a
importantly,
threat.
You confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather
Love how
seemingly
he
unimportant
Took a
items
hit off
or
his cigarette
specimens,
without inhaling.
usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Why
Only
indeed?
that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
Why
The collectors
indeed?
aren't very forthcoming about their motives.
Collectors barely talk. What are you
Generally,
talking
they seek
about?
out species with rare genetic mutations.
You
or
talk to the collectors,
abnormalities.
it's all, I know
They
you
pay
feel
slaves and
this.
merc groups exorbitant sums
This
to
hurts
obtain
you.
these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
What else?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
Shit, yeah.
I hate waiting, but I'll need a team. A good one.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but
Man,
you're a natural leader.
fuck all that.
I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
Yeah!
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
What about Ashley?
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
Yeah, where's Rex
He
at?
returned to Chichanka.
That's a good
And
question.
he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
Where's Liara Tisani?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Shadow Broker.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
The Turian.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good.
See, that time you heard
Two
him take that
things
hit on the
before you
cigarette. He inhaled.
First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus.
Look at
He's
me,
a
I'm so
brilliant
cool.
Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract
For
the
a guy named
Collector's paralyzing
Jack.
seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Indeed. Aw, shit, what up, son?
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Yeah, saving your stupid ass.
Strings attached. How'd you
By the way, I
get
really
here?
like this music.
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
Dun 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 dun! Awesome reveal! The SR2. I really do like the look of the SR2 the best out of the three different Normandies. I like, even if it is Cerberus colors, I like the paint job, it looks cool. And I like the layout of
Guess we'll have to give her a name.
the ship best overall that way. I don't like the whole war room thing going on in Mass Effect 3. The ship is all disjointed. Got fucking cables and shit lying all over the place for people to trip on. It's like a whole thing. Anyways, so now we picked up the Normandy SR2. And we are ready to roll out. Start getting shit done. We're gonna save the galaxy and see if we can find some hot aliens to make out with. It's, you know, it's what we do. Maybe we'll even get lucky and find our biggest fan. At this point, I will go ahead and save the game, and I think that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Please, feel free to leave a comment in the section below with, any questions, comments, suggestions, anything like that. And, thanks for watching.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship?
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.